felt like dropping something because you felt you're not good enough, or because circumstances make you feel like, no, this is not worth continuing, and it makes you lose focus on your end goal, your goals, what you want to accomplish in life, and where you want to head to, and that goal, that specific goal that you want to tick off. I think we can all relate to this in some way, to that one specific thing that almost made you drop out, or left everything and didn't continue with what your goal was. That one specific thing. And today, very happy that we did not give in to that one specific thing. Looking back, you're like, thank God I touched that balloon, that I did not give up because of this one specific thing. I want you to drop a comment below and let me know what that one specific thing is that almost made you drop out, or something specific, whether it's fear or just shame, circumstances, situations that almost made you drop out or left everything. But today you are very much happy that you did not give up. So I want to share my story with you today, and the title is very, very simple. I even laughed. I'm not going to think about a too, professional or too formal way of putting this, because it is what it is. So it's really about my small brown shoes that paved the way, painfully and shamefully so. It sounds weird, I know, but I want you to stay tuned and just hear the full story. Welcome back to RaritybyU, with your girl Udit. I'm super excited to sit here with you guys and just to share my story. I think it's been a while, if not very early last year in 2022. But before we dive in, RaritybyU, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to make sure that you don't miss any of our storytelling, our stories, our motivation. You can also join the RaritybyU on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok for your daily dose of motivation. So for those who've been following my story, know that I did grow up very poor, in humble situations, a humble childhood. When I was promoted to go to grade 9, I always used to get excited to go to school. The new school clothes, school shoes, the books and all of those goodies. My mom got a pair of brown shoes from a colleague, because at that time my mom couldn't afford to buy me new shoes. I remember being super excited just to get my school shoes ready and be ready for school. So when my mom came home, I saw these school shoes, they're brown, they're not black like the requirement, or the shoes that we're supposed to wear at school. It was supposed to be black shoes. So I'm like, okay, we can figure this out. It's brown, and my mom said just use a black polish, and I'm like, okay, good, I'm good to go. A bit disappointed, but I didn't read too much into it. So yeah, I am very excited. And not only was it brown shoes, so when I fit them, it was a size smaller as well. I'm like, Mom, the shoes, they small. My mom said, unfortunately, that's all I can do right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm very positive. Let's do this. I'm like, nobody's gonna notice that it's brown shoes. So the very first day at school, super excited. My shoes are black. Polished it black with the hope that nobody would notice they're actually brown. And I went back to school. Nobody noticed until the very first break we had, and I remember a friend asking me, is your shoes like brownish? Is gonna brain? And I just said no, because I had to tell this white lie. I'm not gonna say that, I couldn't afford, my mom couldn't afford buying me brand new shoes. Because I remember at that time what my circumstances looked like. For so long, I couldn't tell that we're actually poor. I couldn't say. I was just too ashamed to share that we can't afford this and that. We can't afford basic things. So home time, I walked so fast because I always used to walk by myself, and I just wanted to get home because I'm like, I need to make a plan with these brown shoes and make sure that they black tomorrow. So that very same day, I had like a black permanent marker. I don't know where I got it. I can't tell you. But yes, I had a black permanent marker, and I was literally coloring my shoes, every inch coloring it, and I'm like, okay, good, this should last at least a day, and I'll do this every day for the whole year. So I went to school the next day again, and surprisingly this lasted a little bit longer. And home time, the browns started to appear again, and I just remember kids walking behind me, talking. I could hear them talking. They were not shy or just whispering. They were talking and like, is the school shoes brown? And laughing. And I remember how embarrassed I was and ashamed, and I was so disappointed. I really felt miserable to know that tomorrow I have to go to school again and experience the mockery and all of those things, and being in high school, a teen, and having to wear these shoes. It was just too much for me. So I went home. I gave my mom obviously grief about it, and I'm like, I can't go to school like this, and I just refused to go to school. And I told Mom, I am leaving school, I'm not going to school, and obviously at that time you also don't think how much my parents had to go through. The struggle was obviously real for them as well, but being a teen, it was hectic for me, and I cried. I felt horrible. Through the night, I'm like, okay, I guess I have to go to school. She's like, you are going to school. So in that moment, I obviously made the choice, not being happy about it, but I made the choice that I can't miss school because I also had to grow up very fast. So I was already so mature at that age. I actually sat with myself, and a lot of things, I had a wandering mind, and I just thought, if I now drop out of school, my goal was always to finish school and get my matric and go look for a job, and finally I can break free from this poverty, this way of living, this lifestyle. So that was always my goal, like yes, I just want to finish school. Never was studying in my mind because I'm like, it's going to take me years to still study, and then I won't have money. It's going to be the same struggle. Will I be able to study? I do want to study deep down, but for me, I don't want to, because I'm looking at this life that I want to create for myself and actually have money to do something, to buy things, the struggle, break free from it. So I sat with these thoughts, and I'm thinking to myself, I can either miss a year not going to school, or I can take the daily mockery and being teased and walk with the shame. And always, leaving school felt like, I'd rather do this one because it feels easier. And so I'm like, am I gonna miss out on that 1 year? But Rare Fam, I walked the walk. This was very difficult for me to, in that moment, to go through it, to know that there's another thing. Just when I think one thing ends, and yes, we don't have food and we sleep on the floor, whatever, there's the shoe thing. It's another thing for me to overcome, to work through, another shameful thing that's been thrown on me. Everyday mockery. It was me crying at nights and thinking I don't want to go to school because it's going to happen again. And I remember feeling so sad to know that nobody knows what is actually happening at home. and why I have this, and that there wasn't actually a choice. And then in that moment, it was for me to actually make a choice, and it was so difficult. We never sit back and I wonder, what is that person experiencing that actually got them to wear the brown shoes? You know what I mean? So never to judge someone in their situation, their journey, because we really don't know what they're going through. To always be kind and passionate, and I know we preach a lot about kindness and passion about it, how it's affecting the next person. I mean, I think if someone just said it's okay, or truly asked me why are you wearing the shoes, I don't know if I would have opened up, but I think the kindness would have helped a lot, the compassion, and yeah, it would have made a huge difference. And sitting here, I'm so happy that I understood the importance of following my own path, the dream. Actually, that person that threw my emotions into my schoolwork. So, not a top student, but I did good in school, and but that was me, my emotions being thrown into schoolwork, because I know I had an end goal, and it was so damn hard to push through. That year, grade 9, it's a difficult year. Grade 9 is difficult as is, and with these brown shoes made it even worse, but it wasn't an easy year, but I pushed. I just want to encourage you to, there's situations in life where we really feel like giving up because of circumstances. We think we're not good enough, we don't have all the tools, and I find it many times to happen within my business where this brown shoes is a clear reminder. I do not have to have all the tools to actually make this work. I need to focus on the end goal. I need to focus on the passion. I need to focus on what I want to reach, my goal, my end goal, and to keep my eyes fixed on God, my goal, and just move. And I know sometimes it's a painful and embarrassing situation, and it's so damn hard to keep your head up high in the midst of it all, but we have to focus on the end goal. Ask yourself, what is it that I need to get to? How I will feel once I get to it, and how I would feel if I give up. You know, to encourage you not to miss out on your opportunity and your growth just because no one understands your journey and your circumstances and why you're doing what you're doing. And I know, I really know that it's sometimes so painful and so embarrassing. It's so hard to keep your head up high during the journey. It's the in-betweens, it's the gray areas, it's that in-between process that's the most difficult. But focus on your end goal no matter what. Ask yourself, what is it that I need to get to? How will I feel if I give up? Will I be okay with giving up in the long run? And I just know that if I had to focus on the teasing and the shame that was thrown at me, I never would have finished school, because if I dropped out at grade 9, I don't think I would have gone back to school. And I was so close to leaving school. And I thank God I didn't. And as much as I always say, silence the voices of the world, silence the voices, we are human and we do pay attention to what people say, and we do take it to heart. And this might actually stop us from finishing, our journey, the goal, reach the goal, to finish the race. Finish the race and focus on your end goal. You alone know what you'd like to reach, where do you want to head to, what is it, what brought you to this idea or this thing in the first place. So that would be your why. Always cling on to your why. That is very important. So my why was very strong. I did not know at the time that I had a why, and my why was to break away from my circumstances, the poverty and whatever. And that was my why I finished grade 9 and why I pushed through with the small brown shoes. Ek het bunions. I pulled through, and I'm so happy I did. I thank God every day. I think Psalm 23 that I carried for years with me. It pulled me through. Finish the goal, focus on you, and walk the walk there. Then you got it in you. Bring your eyes back to what you want. And as much as it's so difficult to silence the voices, write it down what you want to accomplish. You can do it. You are meant for it. And I think that small thing that wanted to keep you back is so irrelevant. Like my brown shoes, a symbol of how resilient I am. If we bring focus back to our goal, and it's a painful, like I said, a painful situation, a painful journey, and it's the gray areas, it's the in-betweens that end up to be the most difficult, but you have it within you to push through, to keep focus, to plug into positivity, to keep focus your eye on the Lord and what He can do for you. So embrace your authentic journey. I hope the story brings you comfort in knowing where you are right now. That one thing, situation or circumstances that wants you to give up on your passion, that's interfering with what you want to reach at the end of the day. That one thing, know that this is just a stepping stone. This is here to help you. This will build your story. My brown shoes build my story. I'm not my brown shoes. They help me get there. They pave the way, for me to be where I am today. It's part of the journey. It's not okay, yes, for us to go through painful situations, but it was where I was, and it was the position that I was in. And how am I going to work with the position that I'm in? How am I going to work? Am I going to work with it, or am I just going to give up? I hope this video helps you, and I want you to drop in the comment below what you took from this video. This was my life lesson that, we push through and we keep moving irrespective of the small hurdles that might come your way, the things that might interfere, the things that might want to pull you back, and because that's what the enemy does. He does want to pull you from your goals, your dreams. He wants you to be miserable. But we are aware, we are self-aware, and we're like, this small thing won't steal my joy, won't end my goal. I'm on a journey here. I have a mission here. I have a vision. My why is the biggest, and I'm gonna do it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's short, it's sweet. My brown shoes is the one thing that when I do go through bigger situations, I think of my brown shoes and how I push through. So yes, I'm super excited, and I hope you guys found this video fruitful. And if you did, please don't forget to comment below, and get in touch with us if you'd like to share your story. I'd love to hear from you. What is the one thing that almost made you give up, and how you came to the realization today that hearing this video that, oh, I'm sitting with this. I don't have the tools to follow my passion. I don't have the tools to do this 1, 2, 3, but I do have the why in my head. I do have a strong why. And I want you to continue on your journey. It's your journey. It's your authentic journey. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel. Turn on notifications. Subscribe. What else? Like this video. And yes, follow our Instagram and Facebook page. Oh, and TikTok. And yes, remember, fam, you were born to tell your story. Speak it, wear it, own your truth. Until next time, bye.